Julia Brim-Edwards is a longtime member of the Portland School Board, and she's now running for Multnomah County Commissioner in District 3, the position vacated by Jessica Vega-Pederson when she was elected Commission Chair. The election is May 16th. District 3 is in Southeast Portland, roughly between Cesar Chavez and Southeast 148th. The former Nike executive is here to talk about the state of education in Portland and why she's running for county commissioner. Julia Brim-Edwards, welcome to Eye on Northwest Politics.
Thanks for having me.
Well, let's talk education first. We're hearing that enrollment is declining in Portland public schools. What are the numbers and what does this mean for future staffing and other positions within the district?
Well, we're seeing all across the state and the region declines in public school enrollment. And in Multnomah County, that's also reflective of the fact that the population in Multnomah County is decreased. And of course, that has an impact on our schools. When we have fewer students, it means that we have fewer resources and the potential that we have to look at how we provide education in our neighborhood schools differently. So it will actually we'll have to look at our budget differently and how do we maximize our resources in the classroom. And I have a job as a school board member and a community leader to talk to families who have preschool age kids to encourage them to enroll their students in Portland Public Schools and have the opportunity to have a great education in a public school system. What
are the enrollment numbers? What's the rate of the decline?
We've lost several hundred, and over the pandemic, we've lost more than 1,000. So we need to build that back, and I'm confident we can do that. I'm a PPS grad. I had 3 kids in Portland schools, and I know the value of public education. So we need to go talk to parents across the city in every neighborhood and talk to them about why they should and the value of having their kids in a neighborhood public school that can provide a high quality education right in their neighborhood.
So what is the enrollment number now? How many kids go to Portland Public Schools?
We have approximately 46,000. And we saw a similar decline in the early 2000s after the major recession. I'm a big believer in public education and that parents will see the value in that. And we have great neighborhood schools, and especially with our rebuilding of our high schools and modernizing all of our schools across the city, I think we have a great value, and that we're going to need to go out and talk to parents and what their students will receive and the types of supports they'll get in our public schools. And I believe we can bring students back and families back into our schools.
You're going through the budget process right now. Do you expect drastic cuts in Portland Public Schools?
I don't expect drastic cuts. Fortunately, we've had the Student Success Act, which brought over $1 billion into public schools across the state. We also still have some of our COVID recovery money. And so we'll use those to provide really essential supports to our students, provide additional tutoring, social emotional supports, summer school to help kids get caught up. And we'll have to make some tough choices, but I believe the board and the superintendent will focus our resources on the classroom. So there will be some reductions in some places, but we're going to continue to really focus on students and resources in the classroom.
Are we going to lose teachers?
We may have teachers who lose their positions in a particular school, but we expect that they'll be deployed to other schools. So there probably will be a reduction in the number of teachers because we have fewer students, but we'll still have smaller class sizes, and it's unlikely that those teachers will lose their jobs. They will probably get a different assignment.
The pandemic really had an effect on education nationwide and, of course, here at Portland Public Schools. What impact did it have here in Portland? Are our kids behind educationally?
So it's heartbreaking, the impact that the pandemic had on our students, both academically and also their social emotional health. Not being around other students and their peers really had an impact. So as a school district, we have focused our resources on sort of two main places. One, helping students catch up, whether that's adding additional resources into the school year and the school day, or adding really extensive summer programming so students can get that extra boost and acceleration academically so they can get caught up or they can fill gaps that they might have missed during the pandemic. And the second thing is we've added social workers, counselors, mental health professionals to really provide supports to students based on the social isolation of being out of school, for a long period of time, and all the trauma that impacted lots of our students. They may have lost family members to COVID. And so really making sure that students have not only the academic supports, but also social, emotional, and mental health supports.
Let's talk about the race for Multnomah County Commissioner now. Why are you running?
I'm running because the county, I'm from East Portland. I grew up here, I went to public schools, and I see that we have really big challenges related to homelessness, access to mental health services, drug treatment, and also our neighborhoods are less safe. And I have a 30-year track record as a community leader, as a business leader, and basically pulling people together to create solutions and getting things done, and I think I can bring that to the county. I also have an excellent relationship with elected officials from the city, and I really think I can bring that partnership together because we need to solve these problems, city and county, together. So I think I'll bring the track record of experience and the ability to get things done. I'll bring an urgency to take action, which is what I've done in public life and also my professional life.
Now, are you satisfied with the county's response to the homeless crisis? That's the big issue that's affecting Multnomah County and the city of Portland.
Not at all. I think we need to take, the county needs to take immediate, effective action. The fact that we have thousands of people living on the streets without basic services, without a path to shelter or to permanent supportive housing is completely unacceptable, and it's a humanitarian crisis. It's heartbreaking for the individuals who are in that situation, and also for the neighborhoods and the community in which they're living. And so as a county commissioner, I'm really going to push for immediate, urgent action to end street camping, help move those individuals into shelters where they're safe, they get stabilized, and get on a path to permanent supportive housing. But I'm not at all, and I think I speak for many people in Portland, satisfied with the response from the county in terms of how they've addressed the homeless crisis that is in every neighborhood in this city.
We've only got about a minute left here, but are there any other priorities other than dealing with the homeless crisis that you would tackle if you're elected as Multnomah County Commissioner?
Yeah. Absolutely. In District 3, there are very high levels of crime and gun violence. And not only just in our neighborhoods, but also local businesses struggling with vandalism and crime. And so I'm going to be a champion and an advocate for more resources, both in terms of law enforcement, so they have adequate staffing. People call 911, they actually, somebody responds in a timely way. But that also the district attorney has the resources in order to be able to investigate and prosecute those who have committed crimes, who have engaged in gun violence.
Julia Brim-Edwards, thank you very much for joining me on Eye on Northwest Politics.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.